will call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call of supervisors, please.
Twenty supervisors are present. Supervisors Carroll and Robinson are excused. Supervisor Brady is absent.
Citizens' comments. Are there any citizens wishing to speak? Please state your name and address for the record.
My name is Maria Huff. I live at 7939
34th Avenue, and I just got loud. I want to ask you, how much do you know about the natural gas-powered RICE, which stands for Reciprocating Internal Combustion Engine Powered Generating Station, which is proposed for the Paris Township in this county? Has We Energies talked to any of you? Have they gone to the Plan Commission, sent you any information? The Public Service Commission is holding a listening session on the plant tomorrow at 2 and 6 p.m. in the Municipal Center room at the Union Grove Town Hall, or Village Hall, not even in Kenosha County. So did you get invited? This is being presented as a fill-in generating station until renewables sources are enough. Do you remember that very large coal plant that used to be in Pleasant Prairie? Yeah, it was improved and had particulate scrubbers and such. It was a beautiful plant. And then all of a sudden, it's gone. Anybody know why it's gone? I don't know. I heard a rumor that maybe it made too much energy and they couldn't shut it down. I don't know why it's gone. But we are probably still paying for the price of building it and tearing it down. Are you aware that We Energy's best way to get huge rate increases is to build things? They get to pass along all of that to ratepayers. The Public Service Commission gave them permission just a year or so ago to raise our rates by 14%. And this was a victory because they'd asked for 18%. They are in a monopoly and they want to keep their dividends high for their shareholders. They expect us to bend down, kiss their feet, and thank them for building the station. Beloit got one, and their air quality tanked immediately. They had a good rating, but that was on the one testing place. So the group installed a few other testing places, and they had failing air all over the county. So Superior was supposed to get one, and they said no. Good for them. Why don't we have any solar panels on the big warehouses in this county? Lack of will. We could, but we just don't take the effort to make it happen. This methane plant, they call it natural gas, but it's methane, will require 30 miles of pipeline. Methane leaks easily. Methane is a greenhouse gas. It is 10 times more potent in altering the climate than carbon dioxide. Please ask questions. Ask about the noise that thing's going to make when it runs. Don't be walked over. In January 16th report of the Union of Concerned Scientists and the Healthy Climate Wisconsin said that there are 2 proposed gas plants. One's in Oak Creek and one's here. And they will release harmful pollutants, worsen asthma, and trigger heart attacks, cutting lives short. They give all kinds of specifics on how much they think it's going to how many heart attacks and stuff, but up to 192 million in increased annual health costs, affecting children and elderly populations. And it's going to cost millions to build this thing in the first place. So I hope that you find out more before you just kiss their feet and say, yeah, go ahead, do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and could I add, if you don't like what Trump and Musk are doing, please call Ron Johnson.
Thank you. Any other citizens wishing to speak? Any other citizens wishing to speak? Any other citizens wishing to speak? Seeing none, citizens' comments are closed. Announcements of the chair. On your desks, you'll see a human services dashboard. Also, the 25 events of note. Some of the dates are tentative, but if you'd like to get them on your calendar, just so you can plan accordingly. There's also the Kenosha County Highway Improvement Project from 2021 to 2024. That's also on your desk. And then I would also like to inform everyone about an upcoming committee of the whole. It will be scheduled for Wednesday, February 26th at 6 p.m. in Chambers. During this meeting, there will be an informative presentation providing a status update on the Pike River South Branch project. This is an important opportunity to stay informed about the current progress and the upcoming steps related to this initiative. So I hope everyone is able to make that on Wednesday, February 26th at 6 p.m. here in Chambers. And those are my announcements as chair. Tonight we have JJ Castro. Hi JJ, nice to see you. Thank you for attending. Supervisor reports. Are there any supervisor reports? Vice Chair Gashke.
Just a brief update on our last joint services board meeting this past week. Over the last several months, employee handbook updates have been considered and worked through, and those successfully passed at our last meeting. There's a 911 refresh and ESI net implementation project that's also been going on for quite some time. Tentatively, we're scheduled to switch over to that new system in March of 2025, so next month potentially. That's pending some final testing to make sure everything's ready to go for that. And then we've also talked about the simulcast radio systems tower. Currently, so they're looking for a location on the west end of the county to be able to expand and strengthen signal and connectivity. And most likely we won't see anything until sometime in 2026 about that, but just keep that on your radar. Also, there is a great need for updating the car wash, which is used by both the Sheriff's Department and the Police Department, as well as other vehicles. And so that as well is something to keep on your radar. And then finally, always looking for call center dispatchers. And so they are continuing to look for ways to reach out at various job fairs and other opportunities in order to spread the word. So if you know of anybody who might be interested in those jobs, direct them to the website. If you have any other questions, I'd be happy to follow up with further information. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Chair Gashke. Any other supervisor reports? Seeing none, supervisor reports are closed.
Old business, ordinance second reading to required ordinance 16 from the Judiciary and Law and Finance and Administration Committees, an ordinance approving the amendment to the Municipal Code of Kenosha County, Chapter 4, Civil Service Ordinance. This passed unanimously at both committees. Supervisors Belsky, Brookhouse, and Carroll excused from the Judiciary and Law Committee. Supervisor Brookhouse was excused from Finance and Administration.
Supervisor Franco.
I would move ordinance 16.
Moved by Supervisor Franco, second by Supervisor Gens. Supervisor Franco.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is an amendment to the Municipal Code of Kenosha County, Chapter 4, and for the record, it's Chapter 4.01, Civil Service Ordinance. The language changes have to do with the eligibility requirements for the deputy sheriff position in Kenosha County, as well as statutory due process procedures for disqualified candidates applying for the job. The Judiciary and Law Committee voted unanimously for the ordinance, as did the Finance Committee. I ask for the board's support, and if there are any questions, Claire Tappa is here to answer them.
Thank you, Supervisor Franco. Any discussion on Ordinance 16. Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Ordinance 16 passes unanimously.
Communications, 71, communication from the Public Works Facilities Committee, a governmental responsibility resolution for urban non-point source and stormwater grants.
Refer to Public Works Facilities and Finance Administration Committees.
72, communication from Joseph Cardamone, an ordinance to amend municipal code of Kenosha County, Chapter 2, rules of the county board.
Refer to the Legislative and the Executive Committees.
73, communication from Joseph Cardamone, an ordinance to amend municipal code of Kenosha County, Chapters 19 and 20, Kenosha County Ethics Policy.
Refer to the Legislative and Executive Committees.
Claims, 27, We Energies, property damage.
Refer to Corporation Council.
28, Joanne Hamilton, property damage.
Refer to Corporation Council.
The approval of the January 21st, 2025 minutes by Supervisor Brown.
Supervisor Brown.
Yeah, move to approve.
Moved by Supervisor Brown, second by Supervisor Decker. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Motion by Supervisor Nordigan to adjourn, second by Supervisor Decker. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We are adjourned.